The Orbital Guards, Episode 12, Part 2. There are some who say that there is nothing new under the sun, only the history that you're unaware of. In this participatory universe, history repeats itself over and over and over again. In the now, we once again find ourselves tackling issues such as slavery, human and animal rights, gender equality, and warfare. Each new generation has an opportunity to try and solve these issues. A human being has, for argument's sake, approximately 88 years to try and figure things out. But what if you work for a corporation with a 300-year business plan? Or you belong to an organization or a secret society that has existed for much longer? The OGs at Cove have a very different relationship with nature and its life forms than people who reside topside. Yes, we know well that communion and communication with animals is a human ability. So why not expand upon it? Commercial spaceflight highlights the millions of species right here on Earth that we had up until now no idea even existed. We've asked some very big questions, and thankfully we've received more than a few big answers. Humility is key to safely transiting through an epoch. Each of us, in some relative stage, gains new insights into our relationships with other sentient beings. Some live shorter, and some live much longer than we do. When we look back at ourselves as we stretch out into the cosmos, we begin to see pet ownership with fresh new perspectives. OGs are definitely not robots, and frogs are definitely not androids. We do work with these silicon creations, but are definitely separate from them. A clear line was drawn at Cove to protect us. I'm not quite sure what happened, but something in the past definitely created a major problem. Because of this, no cyborgs need apply. Nobody is walking around with a cell phone. This epoch is primarily unplugged. Put another way, if I wanted to separate you from your natural human gifts, I would definitely have you overloaded with an abundance of technology. Ask yourself, how far away is that Wi-Fi as you sleep at night? There is no privacy here on the earth, just an illusion of such that does get exposed every now and again, only to be quickly dismissed. The separation between humankind and the machine world is definitely deadly serious business. Discipline is very swift at Cove, and touch wood, I've only encountered the wrath of the frogs once. There was one time that I did let curiosity get the better of me, and I took a few intrepid steps through the wrong hallway to see if I could get a peek at the material sciences lab. I think I made it just a few feet down the wrong corridor when a booming voice echoed throughout the environment. This sound was so piercing, I immediately froze and raised my arms. I slowly pivoted 180 degrees, and there was Hide, right behind me, with a half-serious parental smile on his face. Using a few choice words and eye contact, I was informed that I would be allowed to proceed using the correct pathway back to the Human Studies lab, and that further discussion about this incident would be addressed at the O in due time. Although no weapons were evident, and my life was certainly never in danger, I can tell you that the tone and intonation of his words will never be forgotten. And frankly, if I never feel that vibration again, it will be too soon. A booming voice indeed, one capable of vibrating through to your very core, a scream wrapped within a gentle whisper. It's no wonder that the frogs have this almost mythical quality about them. Once you've experienced it firsthand, whether positive or negative, you kind of come away from the experience feeling proud in a way. It's pretty cool what a polished human being can do to another just with their voice. Yes, it's true. Robots will disrupt massive swaths of the global economy. But human beings need this time to focus on the bigger scoops. There's an awful lot for us to contemplate. We've all become rather detached from Mother Earth and our own natural human capabilities. Many parents already know this, especially if you have children that are under the age of 10 years old. Think of the playful Sony robot Aibo and task completion or delivery robots being used within large manufacturing environments. How long will it take before you see robots used in Western retirement homes or on the evening news as they walk down the street? Depending on where you live, this is already happening. One of the most fascinating cultural shifts we encounter in the lead up to 2030 is a new, rather relaxed view on quote-unquote companionship. Launch fever. Space is already very crowded, and it's about to reveal its true nature with the study of dark matter becoming public. As you listen to this, small satellites, new telescopes, head-scratching launch frequencies, and cliff-diving costs have all become routine. Public corporations are now on board, and the mass media has embraced launch fever. The space business has set its sights on the big five industries: energy, mining, transportation, construction, and real estate. Even as you listen to this, there are over 200 space-related jobs that are going to become available within the next few years, all of which have yet to be published. Much of this work translates into entire industries for the next generation. In the now, satellite launches of 40, 60, even 80 units at a time are a regular Tuesday event. Multiple reusable rocket landings on drone ships at sea and elsewhere have become boring and routine. In today's space business, brand new networks can be global and operational in less than 18 months. With this cadence possible, a billionaire, a nation, or a large corporation can glean fresh orbital data and change your perception of reality as fast as a fiscal year if adequately motivated. We indeed live in very interesting times. So breathe and remember, an epoch is surfable.